Day. I've missed you so much. This weekend on Sunday is Mother's Day, the day we get to celebrate our moms, which is so fun. So hopefully you can color a nice picture for your mom or write her a nice note or draw her a heart. That would be wonderful. She would love that. Today I'm going to read you the Berenstain Bears and the Mama's Day Surprise, all about Mother's Day. Here we go. The Mama's Day Surprise. Some mama bears are so all-seeing and wise. When Mother's Day comes, they're hard to surprise. Mother's Day was coming, and Mama Bear knew that Papa and the cubs were going to surprise her with a special celebration. Last year, they took her out for a special Mother's Day dinner. Mama was pretty sure this year that they were going to surprise her with a special Mother's Day breakfast in bed. And alas, she also knew that she would probably have to spend the rest of Mother's Day cleaning up the mess that they made preparing her special breakfast in bed. But that's okay. It's the thought that counts. That's what she's imagining in her head that Mother's Day is going to be like. The signs of Papa and the Cubs' Mother's Day plan weren't hard to read. There was a marker in the cookbook at the page for Mama's favorite breakfast, honeyed French toast with blueberries. And one day when they were shopping at the Beartown Mart, she saw the Cubs slip off in the direction of the card department. As Mother's Day drew closer, Mama knew that she had a lot to do if her family's Mother's Day surprise was going to be a success. She thinks she's going to have to help with her own Mother's Day surprise. We'll see if she does. First, she had to find the old bed tray that they used when a family member was ill. She found it at the top of one of the kitchen cabinets where she kept jars and bottles that were too nice to be thrown away. It had some oatmeal on it from when Papa had been in bed with a cold. She scraped off the oatmeal and put the bed tray where she knew Papa and the cubs could find it. That's a bed tray. That's like when you're laying in bed and somebody brings you food and you put it over your lap so that you can eat. But there was more to do. She had to make sure that they would have the ingredients to make her special Mother's Day surprise. She checked the recipe in the cookbook. Honeyed French toast with blueberries called for honey, bread, eggs, sweet cream, sweet butter, powdered sugar, and blueberries. It was Papa and the Cubs' favorite breakfast too, but that was okay. It's the thought that counts. As for the mess they would make in the kitchen, well, that just came with being a mama. So here she sees all of the ingredients, the eggs, the butter, the bread, the honey, the sugar, the blueberries. She's going to get it all ready. Mama checked the cupboard. There was honey, of course, and plenty of bread. There was powdered sugar too, but it was all caked up like a rock. They were out of eggs, but that wouldn't be a problem. She could get farm fresh eggs from Farmer Ben. Nor would sweet cream, sweet butter, and powdered sugar be a problem. She would get those at the supermarket, but fresh blueberries was much too early in the season for blueberries. There she is, checking all the ingredients. The Cubs were with Mama on her next trip to the supermarket. She didn't want to spoil their surprise, so she gave them a little shopping list to take care of while she put sweet cream, sweet butter, and powdered sugar into her cart. She also bought some extra cleanser and scouring pads for Mother's Day cleanup. She thinks she's going to have to clean up, so she bought extra cleaning supplies. She looked high and low for blueberries, but there were none to be found. It turned out that Gran had frozen some of last season's that took care of the blueberries. Mama was also pretty sure that a new bathrobe was going to be part of her Mother's Day surprise. She caught the Cubs checking the size of her old threadbare one, but she pretended not to notice. As the big day drew closer, Mama made sure to stay out of the way when she thought they might be wrapping presents. There she's getting the blueberries from their grandma. She's just waiting. There they are, checking her robe. Finally, it was the night before the morning of the big surprise. Papa and the Cubs were doing their best not to let on that anything the least bit special was happening. But their secret smiles gave them away. Look, she's looking at him. She can see him smiling. Now here's the plan, said Papa. While Mama was off putting baby Honey Bear to bed, I'm setting my wristwatch alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll set the alarm low so that it won't wake Mama. There she is, putting the baby to bed. Then I'll slip out of bed and come wake you two up. We'll sneak downstairs to the kitchen. Now it's going to be very dark, so we'll have to be careful not to bump into things so we don't wake Mama. There they are, planning her big Mother's Day surprise. Mama pretended to be asleep when Papa's alarm clock went off. She lay perfectly still as Papa got out of bed. There he is, sneaking out of bed. She's pretending to be asleep. There was a certain amount of bumping and thumping as Papa and the cubs stumbled around in the dark. Papa even slipped and almost fell down the stairs, but the cubs caught him. Sneaking around in the dark. Oh, he almost fell, so they grabbed his shirt to catch him. Mama lay awake getting ready to be surprised, but it wasn't easy. From the sound of it, things didn't seem to be going well. The sound of the egg beater was to be expected, but then there was a big clunk. What happened? Oh dear, it wouldn't be the first time Papa dropped a bowl while he was beating eggs. And what was that burnt smell? They must have burnt the toast. See him getting it ready, stirring. Mama could just picture the mess they were making in the kitchen, but it was all she could do to stay in bed. But after a few more clunks and some muffled shouts, she slipped out of bed, put on her old bathrobe, and looked downstairs to see what was happening. Uh-oh, she's imagining there's burnt toast. It was the worst kitchen mess she had ever seen. The bowl had broken, there was broken crockery and egg all over the floor. There was burnt toast on the drain board and sticky honey handprints on the wall. Oh dear, thought Mama, it's going to take me a week to clean up this mess. Thank goodness Mother's Day only comes once a year. She sees the mess and she thinks she's going to have to clean it up. I hope she doesn't. I hope they clean it up. We'll see. But out of the wreckage of broken crockery, spilled eggs, burnt toast, and sticky honey, Papa and the cubs had managed to put together a beautiful breakfast tray of Mama's favorites. Honeyed French toast with blueberries, sassafras tea, and even a small vase of red roses. Mama sighed. It was beautiful. That was almost worth the terrible mess that they had made. Ooh, there's the mess. But look at the nice breakfast they made for Mama. But now they were coming out of the kitchen and heading for the stairs. Mama had to get out of there. A whole surprise would be ruined. She scurried up the stairs and climbed back into bed. She's like, uh-oh, they're coming. So she's running up the stairs. Here they come. She pretended to be just waking up when they came into the room with her breakfast tray. Happy Mother's Day, said brother and sister. Happy Mother's Day, my dear, said Papa as he placed the tray on the bed and plumped up the pillow behind Mama's back. Here they're bringing her up to breakfast. Mother's Day, said Mama. Well, I suppose it is. How lovely. All my favorites. Honeyed French toast with blueberries and sassafras tea and those beautiful roses. And look, just what I needed, she said as she unwrapped the new bathrobe. There she is. She's got the breakfast, the bathrobe she's unwrapping. This is absolutely delicious, said Mama as she ate her French toast and sipped her sassafras tea. I don't know how to thank you. Just then they heard baby honey bears cry, Mama, Mama. The baby's calling as Mama's eating. I'd better get Honey Bear and give her breakfast, said Mama. No, said Papa, this is Mother's Day. You just stay in bed and read your cards. The cubs and I will take care of everything. And they did. When Mama got downstairs to get to work on the kitchen, she got a real surprise. It was the cleanest, shiniest, spick and spanest kitchen she had ever seen. Look, they cleaned the kitchen for her. So she doesn't have to do it now. Well, said Sister, how do you like your Mama's Day surprise? Yes, said Brother, how did you like it? Honey Bear gurgled and Papa beamed. How did I like it, she said. It was the most wonderful surprise any Mama ever had. They have a nice clean kitchen. They're so happy. She's happy. Then she gave her cubs a great big Mama Bear hug. That was Mama's Day surprise by the Berenstain Bears. Maybe this weekend you can do something nice for your mom. Maybe you can clean something up or help her with a chore. Maybe you can just give her a nice hug and a kiss and snuggle with her. I hope you do something nice for your mom this weekend on Mother's Day. All right. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story.